That's
I
what I do.
have a treat back here.
You had some real joy in your voice for that. That was really nice.
Like
Oh my god. Yeah, we gotta get our Minnesota Vikings gear. Label-less Minnesota Vikings gear.
Is their colors yellow and purple?
I think it's more
I don't
of
know badminton, Sean.
I think that... You think I am a croquet whiz?
Just guess where my girlfriend found this. Where my fiance found
Yeah,
this.
who's your fucking girlfriend?
Found this women's jacket at. Wait, where did you find this? Well, no, I know
That would
that
have just gone on forever.
It
Yeah,
was a few
I don't
different.
know.
I know it was like
A few different.
I have a few different guesses in my head.
That is presumably old.
Brand new.
H&M.
Family Dollar.
Wow. Jeez. That's incredible. I'll get one. I thought that thing was 20 years old. Fair enough.
I mean, it probably
yeah.
is. It probably was produced 20 years ago and is just now making it to the
Yeah, they had to
racks.
remove the. It's one of those. It's actually Vikings apparel, but for a year where like they didn't win the Super Bowl, but they still made all the clothes.
Yeah. Sean, in design work, yellow and purple are what? What is the color property between the two of these?
Oh.
Pop quiz.
Are they complementary?
What do you got for me?
What are you afraid of?
Damn it, I was guessing so hard on what your topic was going to be. I thought it was going to be a very specific thing, and I was ready to talk about it.
And what was that?
David Lynch.
Oh.
I thought for sure you were going to say David Lynch.
I'm honestly not. How? Why?
Because we were talking about him recently.
Okay. I'm not good enough at David Lynch yet to have a full conversation. I like him very much, but they could go inside. Maybe you're afraid of David Lynch. And then we could talk about
I have a feeling if David Lynch was sitting at this table right now, I'd be a little on my toes.
Yeah.
Or on my heels.
He'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
You gonna watch this on your fucking telephone?
David Lynch, like really wanting people to watch our show in the best spot. If you're not watching On the Table in Dolby, he sounds and looks like my grandma.
Really?
Yeah.
Is your grandma David Lynch?
Not the dead part, but I think my brain thinks it's my grandma when he talks because it makes me feel really good.
You know how like they
Platonically.
Say things I'm afraid of. I mean, not that much, especially when I have this jacket on, dude.
I mean, I'm kind of afraid of that. Are you afraid to pass away?
I'm afraid of going bald. I bought Bosley to get my hair to grow back in better. I'm getting male pattern baldness as opposed to female. I'm losing it right here at the crown and then at the vertex. I think it's because I did not think about what I looked like until last week. Like my entire life, I've never once been concerned with what I look like. And I'm still not concerned with it, but I'm conscious of it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I have a look. I
don't know if I'd go that far.
I look in the mirror and there's something there. I've never paid attention to it until 2022.
Were you a vampire before?
Something that always freaked me out, the official term would be Phasmaphobia, is a fear of
that Star Wars character?
Captain Phasma. Gwendolyn Christie, which why even cast her? They never showed her face or let her do any acting, and she's a good actress. Anywho.
You can say actor, okay?
She's an actress. She's a queen.
On the Table, canceled.
Is that a cancelable offense these days? Are you supposed to only use actor?
I don't know.
I thought it would be disrespectful to use actor.
I mean, I don't know.
So that is a good actress. Phasmaphobia is a fear of ghosts, but I don't believe in ghosts. When you die, you're dead, and that's that.
Right.
But like, I think it was just when I was very young, I saw like creepy ghost videos where like they go into a house and there's a demon in there and you see a figure like run towards the camera and it cuts and all this shit. And like that just made an imprint where I saw Paranormal Activity for the first time. It fucked me up, even though I know that movie is not scary or good, and it's still like messed with me, and I had trouble sleeping the night that I saw that movie.
Yeah. Something that I don't believe in that freaks me out, like we were talking about earlier, the Holocaust.
But other than that, I do truly have a fear of dying. I have anxiety like that I can't breathe. And so dying is terrifying to me because growing up I was religious and thought there was an afterlife, and then that all shattered. And now I'm like, oh, there's nothing. What the fuck scares you, Sean?
Going bald?
I don't think you have anything to worry about there, it seems like. Your hair's pretty luscious.
The guys on my dad's side are doing well.
Yeah. Your dad has long hair, doesn't he?
He's got long hair, and he only just started to go gray. I am afraid of...
Commitment?
You can see that in my personal life.
Let's talk about it.
No. I don't like... I mean, if we're just talking physical stuff, being like I think I have the large bodies of water phobia.
Really?
Being in one would freak me out. I can like be on the beach or whatever, but I would kind of be freaked out like wading into the ocean.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty irrational, but I just feel like a prehistoric creature is just gonna eat my leg off.
We're in
snapper.
We're in Michigan, and up here is Oscoda, Michigan, for the fans at home.
For the folks at home, yeah.
Oscoda, Michigan has the Au
Now you're doing Michigan right there?
And the Au River, it has a multitude of dams in it. Foot Dam flooded this valley, and there's a campground that I went to as a kid all the time up there called Old Orchard.
Camp Foot.
That river's terrifying right there because you can just walk and it's up to your like waist, and then just pure blackness. It just drops. It's like extremely deep. And I've gone like wakeboarding out there, and the rope gets away from you, and you're just sitting there bobbing in 100-foot deep black water.
Yeah.
And one time we met scuba divers that were there camping, and they were like, if people saw what was in this water, they would never go swimming in it. There are sturgeon in this lake that are fucking gargantuan, and like they wouldn't hurt you, but they're still scary.
But they have huge mouths.
Yeah.
And ours, yeah.
There's muskies and pike that are like barracudas.
Muskies are terrifying.
Yes.
Dude. I don't think a muskie is its own thing. I think it's a really, really big, old version of another fish. Like a steelhead is just a huge fucking trout.
Oh, really?
Of one of the many kinds of trout. Sorry, everyone in my family except me. I think that's true.
I think you're making shit up.
Incidentally, one of my fears is being caught in all the lies I tell about fish.
I can understand, that fear of being in just open water.
That's my one that I know is pretty most likely irrational. I mean, if I was in the ocean, I'd be freaked out because there's like
actual deadly things.
Fucking Jaws is there, just hanging out. I don't like being up high when I can.
Oh, this is a long one.
I'm actually really afraid of bad jokes. What is that, a grocery list?
This is an old joke.
Let me see.
Do I have another joke in that drawer over there?
It's a cash receipt. You know, that reminds me. Do you remember that, speaking of whip, do you remember that I whip my hair back and forth joke by Willow Smith? How come Will Smith is using his middle initial O now? Dude, when you're in that big-ass building in Canada and they got the glass floor, dude.
The Toronto and CN Tower?
Oh, I think I could do it now, but I remember that scaring the shit out of me.
Yeah, that freaked me out.
You know, like jumping out of a tree or something.
Getting onto a ladder that's like leaned up against a roof, like getting back onto it to go back down is very nerve-wracking. That's not easy.
It's just weird. I mean, that one I feel okay about because it's pretty reasonable. I mean, it's like you just can really hurt yourself or die.
Speaking of jumping out of trees and stuff, as a kid, I would climb up onto like my parents' garage and then like jump off of it, and it was fine. I never hurt myself. Yeah. But like if I was to get onto my roof and jump off of it, it's like a 8-foot drop, if that. Every single time I do that, I pull a muscle in between my balls and butthole. My grundle just gets pulled.
Every time you do that?
Every single time. Or? If I was to jump from my third step right there and land on my feet, grundle would kill me.
I think my whole right leg would explode. Just blow up. Like, dude, can you imagine like playing football? All of those dudes are younger than us. Can you imagine getting tackled by a fucking football player?
That's why you retire at 30.
My whole body would explode. Yeah.
You retire by our age.
That's why I'm here, is because I already have retired from
And then
the
you
NFL.
Kill your family from CTE.
That's really the fun part. It's like, if you work hard and have a nice long career in the NFL, maybe one day you can kill your whole family.
And then obviously we've talked before on this internet program, my fear of flying and travel in general. I'm afraid of.
Yes.
Next week I'm going down.
Traversal.
Next week I'm going down to Detroit, and I'm not looking forward to the travel.
Even that bothers you?
Well, the venue we're going to in Royal Oak, Michigan.
Oh, okay. It's a little north.
It's like an hour and 25 from here.
What are you going to see?
Chris DiStefano.
Dude, I was gonna fucking guess that as a joke.
Oh, really?
I was seriously like, that word was in my head, and then you said it. Damn it.
Tickets are still available if you want to go.
No.
All right. Have you ever been to stand up live?
I actually never have.
It's fun live.
You would think that I would, given how much I
enjoy comedy.
You wouldn't think from this show that I am even aware of what's funny, but I do like comedy.